Hi everyone. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I added delivery fees to my coffee POS system using Laravel. Alright, let's get started by adding a new route for our delivery info page. We'll use a get route that points to a function inside our controller. Next, let's jump into our controller and create that function. We'll call it delivery info page. This will be responsible for loading the delivery info view. Now, to make it easier to navigate, we'll add a link to this page in our master layout blade file. That way, we can access it from our sidebar. Let's move on to updating our blade file. We will make a few adjustments to the layout and content to display the delivery fees properly. Once that's done, go ahead and load the page in your browser. You should now see the new delivery info page in action. Now let's improve the look a bit. We're going to change the icon of delivery fees. Head over to fontawesome.com. Search for an icon you like. And copy the class name. Then, paste it into your blade file where you want the icon to appear. Save your changes. And reload the page to check how the icon looks. Once it shows up as expected, we're good to go. Now let's work on the form submission functionality for adding delivery fees. We will start by defining a new post route that handles form submissions and points to a controller function. In that controller function, let's first use dd to dump the request data. This helps us confirm that our form is actually sending the right information. Let's go back to the blade file and create our form. Make sure the method is post. And don't forget to include the CSRF token. Laravel requires it for form security. Now submit the form, and if everything's working, you should see your data dumped on the screen with dd. Great, now that we've confirmed the form is working, let's process the submitted data properly. We'll begin by validating the request. Make sure the location name field is filled in, and the delivery fees is a valid number. Once the validation passes, let's save the data into our delivery fees table using the model. Just make sure the column names match your database. Before we use the model, don't forget to import it at the top of your controller. And finally, we'll redirect the user back to the delivery info page after a successful submission. Let's add a nice pop-up message with Sweet Alert to let users know the data was saved successfully. Now try submitting the form. And you should see the new data added to your table, just like that. Let's do a final test to make sure everything's working smoothly. Awesome. That's how you add and process delivery fees in Laravel. Alright, here's a quick bonus tip for you. Let's say you have a large amount of data, maybe 100 or more than this. If you try to add each row manually through the UI, it's going to take forever. So here's how I handled it more efficiently using Excel. I already have data in Excel, with just the location names and fees. And you can see here many rows. And here I will write in Excel to generate SQL insert statements automatically. Something like this. That way, it includes the location name, fee, and timestamps, ready to go. Once the statements are generated for all rows, just copy them. Head over to phpMyAdmin. Go to the SQL tab. Paste them in. And hit go. And that's it. All rows are inserted in just one click. It saves a ton of time and is super handy when working with a lot of data. Hope this tip was helpful. If you found it useful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Laravel and database tricks.